Get ready. Here we go. What's that? Who's that? Great grandma. Very good. Who's that?
Great grandma.
Okay. Who's that?
Mimi.
Very good. And who's
Baba.
that? Baba. Very good. All right. Who's that?
Claire.
Oh. And who's that?
Kenny.
Very good.
Jackson.
Okay.
And Trina.
And Regina. Very good. And who's that? TV.
No TV. Who's that?
Who's that? Who's that, buddy?
Sue.
Sue.
Well, what about...
How about Uncle Warren?
Good morning.
Warning. Okay. How about this? Who's that?
Tom.
Sue first.
Sue. Tom.
Tom. Katie. Right? Katie.
What do you call her? What's her name?
What's her name?
You always say
Come on.
Kate.
Susie.
Susie's sister.
Sister, right. Who's this?
Susie.
No, who's that?
Who's that? Aunt
Mia.
Marianne. Very good.
Who's this?
Steve.
Steve.
Uncle
Very good.
Steve. Who's that?
Little Steve.
Little Steve. Okay, and who's that?
Cresta.
Yeah, and who's that?
Good morning.
Uncle
Oh,
Bob.
Bob.
And who's that?
Who's that?
Aunt.
Rosie.
Close. Her big sister. Aunt.
Yeah.
Close.
Grace.
That's the little sister. Aunt Grace.
Who's that?
Grace.
Un-
Good morning.
Uncle Emerson.
Emerson.
Caroline. Very
Caroline,
good.
Very good. Who's that?
Dana.
Danny. Very good.
Or Dan. Yep.
Good morning.
Uncle Glenn.
Gwen.
You know that one. Aunt.
Mara.
Aunt Mora.
Very good.
Black.
Jack.
Jack. Very good.
Dana.
Danny.
Very good.
Women.
Liam.
Very good.
Rose.
Rose.
And
Rose. And who's
Bob.
that? Bob.
All
Very
right.
good. And who's this?
Women.
he looks like Liam.
But it's Christopher.
Chris.
Chris. How about
Alex.
Alex? Very good. And who's that?
And
Cecilia.
very
Celia,
good.
Very good. And who's that? Matt.
Yeah, Matt.
Matt.
Dylan.
Very
Very
good.
good.
Pete. Yeah, that's Uncle Pete.
Remember that one?
Jen.
Jen. Aunt Jen.
Very
Very good. Who's that?
Jenny.
Jenna.
Very
Mhm.
good. Who's that?
Who's that
Little
baby?
baby.
PJ. Very
Very
good.
good.
BJ.
Oh,
And
who's that?
Frank.
And
Frank. Who's that?
Trisha.
Trisha. Very good.
Vika.
Vika. Very good. Vika. Okay.
Vika.
Well, hold
Well,
on. Who's their
this?
brother?
Who's their brother?
Andrew.
Andrew.
Very good.
Vika.
Vika.
Who's Vika's little sister?
And who's this?
Vika.
No.
Sounds like with an A at the end. If her nickname is Anya.
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 Very good.
Who's that?
Rosie.
Her little sister. And
Chester.
her little sister's name is Aunt
Marie.
Maria.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
you know
good.
that one.
And who's this?
Mike.
Mike.
Very good.
Very good. Who's this?
Kenny.
Very good. And who's this?
Emma.
Emily.
Very good. And who's this? Very good. We got the whole ring done. Excellent. Excellent, buddy.
Wow.